Hello and welcome once again to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. We're looking at Avengers Beyond Earths Mightiest from Marvel Legends, Hasbro Marvel Legends. And this is the right, I need to say this properly now. SKRULL, Queen and Super Skrull 2-pack. Now this is an interesting one indeed because why is she dressed up as Spider-Woman, you may ask? Well, in the comic books, when it came to the Secret Invasion crossover that took place in 2007, 2008, Jessica Drew's Spider-Woman had been captured, and it turned out that the Jessica Drew Spider-Woman that was running around was actually a Skrull. And then it turned out that it wasn't just the Skrull, it was the leader of the Skrulls, the Skrull Queen, the one who kind of ran the whole Skrull empire. So it makes perfect sense to put the Jessica Drew Spider-Woman figure in as part of this 2-pack, and it's a nice opportunity for anybody that missed that earlier release that came out quite a few years ago now. It gives them an opportunity to have this version of Spider-Woman in their collection. So you could just put her on your shelf as Spider-Woman. That would be easy enough. You could just use this figure, put it up on your shelf as Spider-Woman. You don't even need to use it as the Skrull Queen. So if you're a Spider-Man collector or a Spider-Verse collector, then this is a good updated version of what we had before. Now I say updated version, there isn't a lot of difference. They pretty much are the same figure. The only noticeable difference, and I don't want to sound dodgy by saying this, is in the top half of the torso where they've remolded the top half of the torso. That is literally the only difference. There is no pinless tech used on this new one. There is no double jointed elbows or anything like that. The head sculpt is even the same head sculpt, it's just a new print, a new paint. So it's slightly lighter and the plastic is slightly less shiny, or the paintwork is slightly less shiny. But essentially, if you had that Jessica Drew Spider-Woman in your collection, this is just a dead replica, like a complete replica. They've not even updated it. They've not even changed. Well, they have. They've changed the top half of the torso, but they've not made any significant updates like double jointed elbows or anything like that. She even comes with the same accessory pieces, which are the web wings, and you can have the kind of contracted web wings like I've got on that earlier version of Spider-Woman there, or you can have the extended out where she's kind of flying and stuff. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed because I really thought that this was going to be an updated version of that Spider-Woman, but it's not. It's just a newer version. So let's have a look at the Skrull Queen head. Now this head in particular is very nice. It's a new head, it's got some new sculpting, and it looks like one of the modern heads. So the detail on her face is better than the detail on the face of the Spider-Woman of the Jessica Drew figure, which I think is a little bit inconsistent. So if you've got the Jessica Drew face on, the sculpting isn't as good as if you've got the Skrull Queen on. She also comes with some effect pieces here, so these are cool. We've seen these with a whole bunch of different figures, mainly characters like Storm, but I really like the fact that the underside of the hands are green as well as the effects. These are the Super Skrull pieces, different ones than we've seen previously. So we've got an Iron Man arm by the looks of it, and a Mr. Fantastic arm by the looks of that as well. And let's have a look at the actual Super Skrull. Now, not a huge amount to say about him. He's a Super Skrull. If you watched Secret Invasion and if you managed to get to the last episode, you would have seen the Super Skrull on telly, actually depicted on in live action. But they're quite cool. Essentially, they're beefed up Skrulls that have the ability to take the powers of other characters and utilize them and stuff. So he's got what looks to be very similar to an arc reactor there on his chest, although it could just be part of the design of his costume. He's got two normal arms. He's got a very cool head sculpt indeed. The arms pop off really simply, just like a Build-A-Figure would, and you just pop the other arm in, and there we go. He's got an Iron Man gauntlet on. So the Super Skrull is cool, and the Skrull Queen head sculpt is cool as well. But overall, as a 2-pack, I'm a little bit disappointed. I really expected more from that Jessica Drew Spider-Woman figure. I thought it was going to be all new tech, and it would have been nice to have got a new version of that figure. So that might mean that they're planning one in the future, or it might mean that they just weren't that bothered about giving us an updated version of her. Let's just swap the heads over so you can see both Skrull in their element. But she does look good as a Skrull. The head kind of works quite nicely. The only other updated part of this figure is that where the older Spider-Woman figure didn't have any kind of articulation in that neck, this has got a forward and backwards motion, so you can tilt the head forwards and backwards. But yeah, I mean, if you're a collector of Skrulls, then this is cool, but if not, no, probably not your thing. Thanks very much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all of those things. I'll see you soon.